This video is part of a series of why you may be the target of a hacker. It will cover best practices to keep yourself safe from hackers. More information about this topic can be found on the Cyber Modules page of the Mohawk College website, which is linked in the description of this video. One of the first and most simple ways to keep yourself from being hacked is to lock your computer and lock your phone. By protecting your devices with a password or passcode, it will prevent people from accessing your information, posting from your accounts, and doing other damage to your devices. It is especially important to lock your devices when you're not using them. The next tip is to think before you post. Don't post personal information online. If you're not comfortable with the whole world seeing it, don't post it. This applies to photos and videos that you post or send to people as well. It's also important to avoid social media games and quizzes that ask you for information about yourself. These are often social engineering attacks aimed at getting personal information and answers to common security questions. For more about this topic, you can see our social media security module. Moving on to password security, use different passwords for each account and service. The reason for this is if someone gets access to one of your passwords and you use the same password for multiple services, they now have all of your passwords. It's also important to never give out your passwords or login information to anyone, and to use long, complex passwords and long passphrases consisting of multiple words unique to you and easy to remember. Look into and consider using a password manager and change all default passwords on smart devices and routers. You can also go to this website that is shown on screen to check to see if your passwords have been compromised for a service. If you enter your email on this website, it will let you know if your email or password for an account or service linked with that email was leaked. For more information and to see this website in action, please go to our module on password security. And please see our module on Internet of Things security to learn more about smart device security. Moving on to security and privacy settings, be aware of the security and privacy settings of your web browsers, social media accounts, and other services. Edit the settings to disallow tracking and third-party sharing. Do not automatically save passwords in your browser, especially financial information. And to learn more, please see our social media and web browser security modules. It's very important to think before you click to avoid being hacked. Please pay attention to the emails, text messages, and phone calls you receive. Don't click on links or attachments unless you were expecting one and know who or where it came from and can verify it. Be aware of emails, texts, and giveaways with urgency, large prizes, unfamiliar senders, legal threats, little content, and formatting issues. It's important to protect yourself from phishing. Pay attention to the sender of an email and double check to make sure it's coming from an email address you recognize or would expect. Companies won't just ask you for your information over text, email, and the phone. Please see our phishing module for more information. If you have an old account that you have not accessed in a long time, it is important to deactivate or delete it rather than just letting it sit dormant. You can also reclaim and edit old accounts, and if you do this, please change your password. This will lower the chances of someone compromising the account and getting your information. Lastly, we recommend that you use two-factor authentication on all of your devices and accounts. An example includes requiring a code from a text message or email message in order to sign in to an account. Some devices also offer biometric authentication, which is near impossible for someone else to duplicate. Examples of this include fingerprints and face scanning. Thank you for watching this video. We would like to thank the Canadian Internet Registration Authority for providing us the opportunity to bring you this content. These modules have been created as part of a CIRA Community Investment Program grant intended to improve cybersecurity literacy and ensure that every Canadian has access to the information and best practices to avoid being hacked.